Hi Ladybirds, so it's Wednesday today and this is time for your next phonics session. Well done Ladybirds for all your hard work. I hope you have some fun today. Your first challenge is to see if you can practice some of those curly caterpillar letters. So you'll need either your whiteboard or you can do it on paper or you can do it in the little book we sent home. So you can practice your o and the a. Now once again I'll add in that video that I made that you can also go and explore that shows you how I've had a go at forming those letters, so you can always watch my example if you would like some help and if it maybe is a little bit tricky, but just see if you can do your best. See if you can aim for having a go at about 4 or 5 of each letter. Just have a little practice. Off you go. Well done Ladybirds. Now we are going to practice our new digraph. Now do you notice anything about our new digraph? Do you notice anything? Well, that's a bit funny, isn't it? Because you've just been practicing how to do the o, and you practiced how to do the a. And when they come together, they make that new digraph, which is the O digraph, isn't it? So you will be so good at writing this digraph because you've just done all that wonderful practice. Now, I'm going to sing the song here. See if you can join in with how our song goes if you remember it.
Oh, did you see the billy goat? Oh, 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 oh. Did you see the billy goat under the old oak tree?
So, great effort, Ladybirds. Now we're going to carry on looking at that new digraph today, the O digraph, and we're going to think about what family it belongs in. Now I think you'll already know this, won't you? Because you've already been practicing those letters. And which family were you looking at? Do you remember? It was the curly caterpillar family, wasn't it? And so it might be that the curly caterpillar's little sound mat might be a useful thing to help you a little bit in your learning today. And remember, think about any other things that might help you. And what things can you think of that might help? Now, curly caterpillar sound mat would be useful. Animal words, always useful to have those about just in case you need those. Might also be useful to think about what you're going to need. So having your pen, or you don't have to always use a pen. You could use something different if you've got pencils or coloured pens or different things at home. You're welcome to use those to make it fun as well. Right, today I'm going to start off by showing you some interesting pictures. Now, what is this first one? What can you see? Well, you're right, we've got some boats, haven't we? We've got some beautiful boats that look like they'd be really good at floating, float. Look, that word has that O sound in, along the water. Now, we're going to start off with that segmenting hands. So think about those segmenting hands. Think about how you have a go at segmenting. You might be getting really good at this at home now because we've practiced this for quite a few weeks, haven't we? So remember when you do your segmenting that you put your hands together. They're scrunched up, your hands, like making little balls. And then you segment your hands. So once your hands are together in little balls, you then pull your hands apart like you're stretching that word out. Now our word today is boat. So we're going to put our hands together. We're going to segment that word. Boat. Boat. Well, I'm going to go slower and slower, see if I can hear what the sounds are. Boat. Boat. Now I think I can hear what those sounds are. Can you help me? What's the first sound? That's right, a b. Now, what's the middle sound? B, o, t. O sound again. And then at the end, t, t, t. So I'm going to have a go on my board and write it down. Let's have a look. There we go. B, O, t. And you can see that I've got my b, b, b at the start here. I've then got my digraph, which is my O sound, and that should be hopefully getting even easier for you because you already know how to do the O and the A because you practice that lots at the start. And then the t, t, t at the end, boat. Now, that was my turn. This time I'm going to do our turn all together, okay? So all together this time, so you can have a go at your writing as well now. So the next one we've got is what's this? Oh, isn't it beautiful? I wonder if any of you have got an interesting little pattern on your coat at home. What have you got in your coat? Can you have a think? What have you got? Some of you might have dinosaurs on your coats. Some of you might have bright rainbow colours like this one. This coat actually reminded me a little bit of the NHS and the rainbow symbol that we've seen so much recently. It reminded me of when we learnt about doctors and nurses last half term. I wonder what other things you might have on your coat, but you might have some interesting things, maybe like a Peppa Pig, or maybe it's just a favourite colour. Some of you have got some beautiful coats that I've seen. Okay, ladybirds. Now, we're going to segment that word all together now. So we've got that word, coat, coat. And I've already noticed that at the end of that word, I can hear that sound really clearly. Coat, coat. What's it ending in? That's right, the t, t. But what were the other sounds? I'm not too sure. So segmenting hands together. Coat, coat, coat. Oh, I think I've got them. See if you can join in and see if you need more time to segment than you can do. But see if you can have a go at pausing the video now and writing that word down, what sounds you can hear. Off you go. Okay, ladybirds, great effort. Let's have a little look together. So, oh look, here's our word. We've got our k, k, k. Then got our O digraph, and then t, t, t at the end. So all together. Oh, t. Oh, fantastic. And as well as doing our segmenting, we can always do the blending to work out whether we have managed to get the right sounds. So, k, o, t. Blend it back together. K, o, t, coat, coat. Okay, got one more this time. And oh, look at this little fellow. Who've we got here? Now, you might think that this is a frog. It's actually a toad, and toads have some slight differences to frogs, and it's often around the bumps that they have on their backs. Now, this toad, to me, he almost looks a bit grumpy, doesn't he? I wonder, you haven't taken his dinner, have you, ladybirds? You haven't been eating his food at home, have you? No, I don't think so. I wonder what it is that maybe makes him look a little grumpy. Well, let's think about what sounds he's got in his name. So, toad. Can you have a go this time using your segmenting hands to segment the word and then write it down? Pause the video and have a go at doing that now. Well done, ladybirds. Let's have a look. Oh, look. So we've got the t, o, d. Good effort, ladybirds. Okay, what's our next one? Oh, look. Oh, that looks so nice. In fact, I've just had some of this for lunch. I had some special fish that I pan-fried, and then I put it on this loaf of bread. But I didn't use a whole loaf. I just used a slice like we've got on this little board. Now we call it a loaf of bread. And this one has been cooked freshly out of the oven by the looks of it, and it looks really delicious. So your challenge then is to think of that word loaf and see if you can have a go at segmenting it like you've just been doing and then writing the word down. Off you go. Great effort, ladybirds, and here is that word. L-O. Fantastic, and you can see those sound buttons and the sound digraph in the middle there. Well done. You'll notice, where did our O sound appear in our words today? Was it at the start? Was it at the end? Was it in the middle? They were in the middle, weren't they? The O sound is most commonly found in the middle of lots of words. Now, you've got a final challenge today, and now that you've just thought about where that O sound comes, it might help you have a go at solving this challenge. The challenge is to see if you can have a go at looking at the different sounds that I've put up and see if you can have a go at doing one of these three things. The first thing is, could you have a go at writing the sounds like that digraph O? You could write it in chalk or in pen or in mud outside if you're going for a walk. Maybe later you could do it whatever way you wish to. That's fun. So that's one way. Second option, see if you could have a go at building the word. So I've got these three sounds. Sorry. Could you have a go at rearranging them and seeing if you can work out what's my word and then writing it down? So you might want to write it down in a few different ways and see if you can work out, is it that way? Would that be a word? And the third challenge is to see if you could have a go at writing a sentence around my word, and I put a little example up for grown-ups to see if they wanted an idea. Well done, ladybirds. Have fun doing that challenge. Pause the video now if you need to so you can complete it. And excellent effort, ladybirds. See you later. Bye.